In Mr. Sandringham's first period classroom, Stella Cho leaned forward in her seat, poking Harvey Hill in the back with a pencil. "Ow," Harvey said, turning around to look at her. "Did you just poke me in the back with a pencil?" "Of course not," Stella said innocently, slipping the pencil back into her sleeve. Stella was short for her age, with long black hair, 371 eyelashes, and a highly developed sense of curiosity. As lead reporter for the Strangeville School Gazette, she always had several writing utensils stashed about her person, just in case. Harvey narrowed his eyes suspiciously at her. He was tall for his age, with wavy brown hair, 372 eyelashes, and a highly developed sense of caution. As lead photographer for the Strangeville School Gazette, he was never without the old-fashioned camera hanging from a strap around his neck. Oh, and he also had wings. Yes, wings. What, have you not read the first book? "We should check out the Lost and Found box after homeroom," Stella told Harvey. "Get some pictures for the newspaper." "I don't know," Harvey said, tugging at his ear. "It sounds a little weird. I mean, why is it glowing? And what's the deal with it just appearing out of nowhere?" Stella shrugged. "It's just a box," she said. "What could possibly go wrong?" Harvey, who could think of at least 16 things off the top of his head that could go wrong, opened his mouth to reply. But before he could speak, their homeroom teacher clapped his hands for attention. "Eyes up here, please," Mr. Sandringham said. "We have just enough time for a quick round of show and smell before the bell rings. Evie, I believe it was your turn next?" Evie Anderson stood up and joined Mr. Sandringham at the front of the classroom. "Hey, everyone," she said, giving the class a wave. "So, for show and smell today, I was going to bring one of my brother's dirty socks, but my dad did laundry last night. So instead, I brought this, which I found in the back of our refrigerator." Reaching into her pocket, she unwrapped a crinkled piece of tinfoil to reveal a gooey, greenish-yellow lump of something. The smell was not good. In fact, it was awful. In fact, it was unbelievably, inconceivably terrible. It knocked Harvey back in his seat, his eyes watering and his stomach heaving and his nose burning from the terrible stench. "It smells like death," Arjun Narula observed, pulling his t-shirt up to cover his nose. "Yes, doesn't it?" Mr. Sandringham asked in a strangled voice, coughing into the crook of his elbow. "How wonderful. Would anyone like to guess what it is that Evie brought today?" 22 hands shot up in the air. "Rotten sardines? Curdled cottage cheese? Expired coleslaw? Rancid baked beans?" Ooh, I've got it," Nicholas Flarsky said, bouncing up and down in his seat. "Is it a piece of stinking bishop cheese?" Stinking bishop, as everyone knows, is a soft, washed-rind cheese made from the milk of rare Gloucester cattle, matured in humid, cave-like conditions and sold primarily in the United Kingdom. It is not unusual for there to be spots of mold on the leather-like rind of stinking bishop, which is considered a delicacy by cheese enthusiasts worldwide. The cheese itself is an oozing, luscious paste with a surprisingly subtle, nutty flavor. But anyway, enough about stinking bishop. Let's get back to Harvey. He was turning slightly green around the edges. "Actually, I'm not really sure what it is," Evie admitted to the class. "But there's one way to find out." As the rest of the students watched in fascinated horror, Evie popped the lump of greenish-yellow something into her mouth and began chewing thoughtfully. After a moment, a strange look crossed her face. Reaching up, she spit the something back into her hand and held it up for the class to see. "Well," Evie said, "it looks like I found one of my brother's socks after all."